Good morning. We are going to demonstrate a little bit of top coat drywall mud or compound, a little bit of tips and tricks and techniques. And I'm just going to explain a little bit why we're doing what we're doing. This room has already been taped and now we're ready for our first coat of mud. We'll be needing to do 2 or 3 coats of mud throughout the room on the various different corners and joints. And they'll need a slightly different application. And I can explain why a little bit here. For instance, this is it's known as a butt joint where the ends of 2 sheets meet each other. The drywall tape has been applied with mud on the surface of the joint, and this mud and drywall tape is completely forward of the face of the drywall, whereas this horizontal joint here is what's considered a tapered edge. The edges of the sheets of drywall have a slight bevel on them, which creates a bit of a hollow spot where the 2 sheets meet at the joint. So when we tape and mud that one, it's actually recessed into the board a little bit, so it doesn't need to be as much mud or drywall compound added to bring it flat and smooth with the face of the drywall. Whereas this butt joint will need some drywall compound applied to the face of it, and it will need to be spread out across a fairly wide area to taper out that the slight bulge in the drywall that's created by that being on the surface. For corner joints, we need to apply drywall mud. There's different ways of doing all of these things. Some people will apply drywall mud with a corner trowel to both sides at the same time. Some people will apply drywall mud to just one side at a time, let it dry, and then do the other side of the corner. That's the application that I like to use. And of course, there's more professional mechanical type equipment that you can use that allows you to apply drywall mud more quickly to all of these areas. But for the purpose of this demonstration, we're just going to be using the more simple manual method with trowels rather than all the mechanical hardware. So I'm going to do a bit of a demo on how to apply first coat to a butt joint, and I'll demo doing some inside corners on one side, and then my cameraman Isaac here is going to do some demonstration of doing some of the tapered edge joints here. We have a few yet to do on the ceiling in here, and coating the screw heads. We need to apply a couple of coats of mud to those as well, so that they're filled up fully. The drywall mud has a tendency to shrink as it dries, so we need to do multiple coats to get it to where you need it, and then you can sand it smooth. So without further ado, I will do a little bit of demonstration.